Hey guys, I did a whole video about me planting these trees and I cannot get it to transfer over from my laptop to my camera. So here's a short version of what I did with the trees and the quick tour that I did of all the stuff I've planted so far. So let's see. The sun is not going to make this easy, but here are the 3 trees that I planted. Try to get out the sun, and you can see I used like that little twine that from the Dollar Tree to secure them to the deck because it's supposed to get really windy and stormy, and I don't want them going anywhere. I also had them tied to branches that I just had in my yard just to keep them more stable. So the apple trees are planted, and I don't know if I'll be able to get a view because of the way the sun is angling, but they are alive and doing well. You can see that. And then this one also is looking really good. Now this particular one kind of just looks like a stick, but if you can kind of see, I don't know if it's gonna show up, but there is life in that stick. So everything's secured, ready for the storm. Hopefully it survives the storm. And then down here are my winter sowing jugs, and everything I think except for a few flowers have come up. I won't show you every little thing, but there's onions. A couple of things I had to go ahead and take out because they were looking a little wilty, and I'll show you those in a minute. But for the most part, everything is looking really good. So yay for winter sowing. Let's see in here. So yeah, so we're good there. My one little sage that came up, so I'll have to try to replant some of those. Then coming along here, these are just some mixed greens that overwintered, and you'll remember on a previous video where I just cut everything back, and this is what's grown back from that. It's starting to bolt, as you can see right here. We have bolting. I think these are cabbage or broccoli, I'm not sure. But mainly we use this to feed my son's tortoise, so it's not a big deal. This is some spinach that overwintered, and so I just went ahead and planted some more seeds all around it, and you can see that they are coming up nicely. Over here I have my onions, and this is a pot of yellow onions. And so this time last year, these look just like the little straggly onions I just showed you over in the winter sowing section. So have a pot of yellow, a pot of red onions, and then this little pot is mixed with red and yellow. Okay, so we're going down off the deck over to this messy area, and I will show you my collards. These are the collards, and these are the ones I was telling you I had to take out of the winter sowing because the collards, the cabbage, and the broccoli started just looking really wilty, so I took them out, potted them up, and they are doing great. That one was the wiltiest and it did not survive. That one is trying to come back. You can see it right over there. But I may just go ahead and replant it also. When I tried to make this video before, I showed you how I water it from this side right here. I just put the water there because there's a little crack right in here, And so the water is able to build up just enough for it to soak up, and you can see they're all nice and moist now. So the water sits long enough to soak out, and then it runs out that little corner. We finally got the top off of the broken greenhouse, and we're still trying to deal with that aftermath, but we got to secure that top because, like I said, we're expecting heavy winds. Down here, when I took those collards out, I just sowed some bunching onions, and you can see they're all coming up. And here's cucumbers, and they are just now starting to peek through. This is lettuce that I need to transplant over into a bigger pot. And then let's go check out the potatoes. I'm so excited, y'all. So remember I told you I've never had any success with potatoes coming up at all. Check out those leaves. Oh, can you see them? I think it's too much shade. You see that? And over here, and in this one. See right there? Right in there? Yes! I have potatoes. So exciting. So the rest of the yard looks a total mess. I'm intentionally trying not to cut the grass for as long as possible. I saw my first bee today. It was a bumblebee, and I got kind of excited. So I'm sure after this big rain we're gonna have to go ahead and cut it, but I've just tried to hold out as much as possible. So yeah, that's what's going on in the garden, and we'll update you soon. Thanks for watching.